The statement from its London embassy came after the UK said it would not tolerate attempts by China to silence individuals in the UK or overseas. The 8 left the former British territory after Beijing imposed a sweeping national security law in 2020. Hong Kong's chief executive John Lee said they would be pursued for life. He urged them to give themselves up, adding that otherwise they would spend their days in fear. British politicians have openly offered protection for fugitives. A spokesperson for the Chinese embassy in London said late on Monday, condemning what it alleged was crude interference in Hong Kong's rule of law and China's internal affairs. On Monday, a bounty of $1 million Hong Kong dollars, £100,581, $127,637, was offered for the activist's arrest. The 8 named in the announcement are all based in the UK, the US and Australia, countries which do not have extradition treaties with China. One pro-democracy campaigner who fled Hong Kong told the BBC his life has become more dangerous because of the bounty offered for his arrest. Nathan Law, who lives in the UK, said he needed to be more careful about divulging his whereabouts as a result of the bounty. 8 activists targeted are accused of colluding with foreign forces, a crime that can carry a sentence of life in prison. The offense comes under Hong Kong's draconian security law, which was imposed 3 years ago after widespread pro-democracy protests took place in 2019. Beijing has said the security law is needed to bring stability to the city, but critics say it is designed to squash dissent. UK Foreign Secretary James Cleverly said, "We call on Beijing to remove the national security law and for the Hong Kong authorities to end their targeting of those who stand up for freedom and democracy." Under the law, hundreds of pro-democracy campaigners have been arrested and convicted in Hong Kong. Mr. Law, one of the most prominent figures in the pro-democracy movement, said that while he felt his situation was relatively safe in the UK, he would have to be more vigilant about divulging his whereabouts or when transiting through certain countries. "All these things may put my life into dangerous situations if I'm not careful enough of who I meet or where I go. It makes me have to live in a more careful life." Activist fears for UK safety over Hong Kong bounty. Nathan Law, Hong Kong pro-democracy activist, reveals he's in London. One of the other exiled activists, Anna Kwok, executive director of the Hong Kong Democracy Council, said the bounty was aimed at intimidating her and her fellow activists. She said in a statement, "They were all united in our fight for freedom and democracy in our home, Hong Kong." She told the BBC's NewsHour program she had felt initial shock on hearing of the bounties but wanted to speak out. "That's exactly the kind of thing the Hong Kong government and the Chinese Communist Party would do, which is to intimidate people into not doing anything, silencing them. And that's why immediately I thought, okay, I should make this a big thing, and I should definitely talk about the transnational repression that's going on here and also the scare tactics, as well as how the Hong Kong government is just trying to see by which point would the international community smack their hands and tell them to back off." Australia's Foreign Minister Penny Wong said her government was deeply disappointed by the announcement and said Australia remains deeply concerned by the continuing erosion of Hong Kong's rights, freedoms and autonomy. The U.S. State Department said the move sets a dangerous precedent that threatens the human rights and fundamental freedoms of people all over the world. The other 6 activists named in the announcement are Ted Hui, Dennis Kwok, Mung Siu Tat, Elmer Ewan, Finn Law, and Kevin Yan.